stop scrolling. Seriously, freeze. Right now. Because what I'm about to drop on you is the code to unlocking the hidden language of human behavior. You know those gut feelings, those something's off vibes? We're going to decode them, expose the psychological triggers that sigmamales, those masters of self-reliance, spot instantly. This isn't just about avoiding toxic people. It's about leveling up your awareness, seeing the matrix, and taking control of your social reality. Forget the surface-level BS. We're diving deep, exposing the raw, unfiltered truth about the red flags that separate the sheep from the wolves. By the end of this, you'll see people differently. You'll move differently. So, lock in, because this is about to get real. And hey, before we dive in, our mission this month is to hit 1,000 subscribers. If you want to be part of the movement, hit that subscribe button. Your support would mean the world. 1. Inconsistent actions and words. Ever met someone who talks a big game, promises the moon, but their actions are, well, let's just say they're orbiting a different planet? That's not just a little white lie. It's a glaring red flag waving the banner of cognitive dissonance. Think of it like this. Their brain is running two conflicting programs, and the result is a glitch in their character. Sigma males, those masters of observation, don't just shrug this off. They see it as a fundamental lack of integrity. It's not about being a perfectionist. It's about recognizing that true character is built on a foundation of consistency. When someone's words and actions are constantly out of sync, it's a clear sign that they're either deceiving you or themselves. And let's be real, either way, it's a recipe for disaster. They might say they value loyalty, but then stab you in the back with gossip. They might preach honesty, but then manipulate the truth to suit their needs. This isn't just a red flag, it's a full-blown alarm system screaming, danger. Proceed with extreme caution. Sigma males understand that trust is earned through consistent behavior, and when that consistency is missing, they don't waste time trying to decipher the mixed signals. They simply move on, protecting their peace and energy from the chaos of inconsistency. 2. Excessive need for validation. Imagine someone constantly fishing for compliments, needing a constant stream of likes and approvals to feel good about themselves. That's not just insecurity. It's a classic case of an external locus of control. They've outsourced their self-worth, making their happiness dependent on the opinions of others. Sigma males, with their rock-solid internal locus of control, see this as a major vulnerability. They understand that true confidence comes from within, not from the fleeting validation of the crowd. These individuals are like emotional vampires, constantly draining your energy with their need for reassurance. They might dress to impress, post carefully curated social media content, or constantly seek your approval. But beneath the surface, there's a deep-seated insecurity that drives their every move. Sigma males recognize that this need for external validation creates a power imbalance, making them susceptible to manipulation. They understand that true strength comes from self-acceptance and inner peace, not from the fleeting approval of others. So, when they spot this red flag, they don't judge, they simply recognize it for what it is, a sign of emotional dependency that they choose to avoid. 3. Lack of personal boundaries. Think of boundaries as your personal force field, protecting your energy and sanity. People who lack them are like emotional sponges, soaking up negativity and creating chaos wherever they go. Sigma males understand that boundaries are non-negotiable for maintaining mental clarity and focus. It's not about being selfish, it's about self-preservation. These individuals might overshare, invade your personal space, or constantly seek your advice without ever taking it. They might blur the lines between professional and personal, or constantly dump their emotional baggage on you. Sigma males recognize that this lack of boundaries creates a toxic environment, draining their energy and hindering their progress. They understand that healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and clear boundaries. So, when they spot this red flag, they don't try to fix it. They simply create distance, protecting their peace and ensuring their well-being. They understand that setting boundaries is not about building walls. It's about creating doors that allow only the right people into their lives. 4. Gossip and backbiting. Ever been around someone who seems to thrive on spreading rumors and talking behind people's backs? That's not just harmless chatter. It's a form of social aggression. These individuals are often projecting their own insecurities, trying to elevate themselves by tearing others down. Sigma males recognize this as a toxic behavior that undermines trust and creates a negative environment. They understand that gossip is a waste of time and reflects poorly on the gossiper. These individuals might constantly criticize others, spread rumors, or try to turn people against each other. They might seem charming and friendly to your face, but then stab you in the back with gossip the moment you turn away. Sigma males recognize that this behavior is a sign of insecurity and a lack of integrity. They understand that true strength comes from building others up, not tearing them down. So, when they spot this red flag, they don't engage. They simply distance themselves, protecting their energy from the negativity and ensuring they're surrounded by people who lift them up, not drag them down. 5. Emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation is like a psychological chess game, where the manipulator tries to control your emotions and actions for their own gain. Sigma males, masters of emotional intelligence, spot these tactics before they take hold. It's not about being paranoid. It's about recognizing the subtle signs of control. These individuals might use guilt-tripping, gaslighting, or playing the victim to get their way. They might try to make you feel responsible for their problems or constantly shift the blame to avoid taking responsibility for their own actions. Sigma males recognize that this behavior is a sign of insecurity and a desire for control. They understand that healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and equality, not on manipulation and control. So, when they spot this red flag, they don't play the game. They simply walk away, protecting their emotional well-being and ensuring they're surrounded by people who treat them with respect and honesty. 6. Superficiality and materialism. Ever met someone who seems obsessed with material possessions, constantly showing off their wealth and status? That's not just a love for luxury. It's often a sign of compensatory behavior. These individuals are trying to fill an internal void with external validation. Sigma males value substance over surface, recognizing that true fulfillment comes from within. They understand that material possessions are fleeting and ultimately meaningless. These individuals might constantly brag about their wealth, show off their expensive possessions, or judge others based on their material status. They might seem confident and successful on the surface, but beneath the facade, there's a deep-seated insecurity that drives their every move. Sigma males recognize that this behavior is a sign of insecurity and a lack of self-worth. They understand that true happiness comes from inner peace and self-acceptance, not from material possessions. So, when they spot this red flag, they don't judge. They simply recognize it for what it is, a sign of emotional emptiness that they choose to avoid. 7. Constant drama and chaos. Some people seem to thrive on drama, constantly creating or being involved in conflict. That's not just a coincidence. It's often a form of attention-seeking behavior. These individuals are seeking validation or control, trying to fill an internal void with external chaos. Sigma males value peace and stability, avoiding these energy vampires. They understand that drama is a waste of time and reflects poorly on the drama creator. These individuals might constantly create conflict, spread rumors, or try to turn people against each other. They might seem charming and friendly on the surface, but beneath the facade, there's a deep-seated need for attention and control. Sigma males recognize that this behavior is a sign of insecurity and a lack of self-awareness. They understand that true strength comes from inner peace and stability, not from external chaos. So, when they spot this red flag, they don't engage. They simply distance themselves, protecting their energy from the negativity and ensuring they're surrounded by people who value peace and harmony. 8. Lack of self-awareness. Ever met someone who seems completely blind to their own flaws, constantly blaming others for their problems? That's not just a lack of insight. It's often a sign of cognitive biases. These individuals are blind to their own flaws, making them unpredictable and unreliable. Sigma males prioritize self-reflection and personal growth, recognizing that self-awareness is essential for success and happiness. They understand that everyone has flaws, but the key is to acknowledge them and work on improving them. These individuals might constantly blame others for their problems, refuse to take responsibility for their actions, or seem completely oblivious to their own negative behavior. They might seem confident and self-assured on the surface, but beneath the facade, there's a deep-seated lack of self-awareness that hinders their personal growth. Sigma males recognize that this behavior is a sign of insecurity and a lack of maturity. They understand that true strength comes from self-awareness and personal growth, not from denial and blame shifting. So when they spot this red flag, they don't try to fix it. They simply distance themselves, protecting their energy from the negativity and ensuring they're surrounded by people who are committed to personal growth and self-improvement. 9. Disrespect for time and resources. Time is the most valuable resource we have, and Sigma males understand this better than anyone. People who disrespect your time and resources are essentially telling you that they don't value you. This isn't just about being punctual. It's about respecting the fundamental principle of efficiency and valuing the limited nature of our days. These individuals might constantly show up late, waste your time with pointless conversations, or disregard the value of your possessions. They might seem oblivious to the fact that their actions are inconveniencing you or draining your resources. Sigma males recognize that this behavior is a sign of disrespect and a lack of consideration. They understand that time is a precious commodity, and they refuse to waste it on people who don't value it. So, when they spot this red flag, they don't give second chances. They simply remove these time wasters from their lives, protecting their energy and ensuring they're surrounded by people who value their time and resources as much as they do. They understand that time is an investment, and they choose to invest it wisely. 10. Envy and hidden agendas. Envy is a silent killer, and people with hidden agendas are masters of disguise. Sigma males, with their keen sense of observation, spot these subtle signs of jealousy and manipulation before they can cause damage. It's not about being suspicious. It's about recognizing the subtle cues of underlying resentment. These individuals might offer backhanded compliments, subtly sabotage your success, or try to take credit for your ideas. They might seem supportive on the surface, but beneath the facade, there's a deep-seated envy that drives their actions. Sigma males recognize that this behavior is a sign of insecurity and a lack of integrity. They understand that true success comes from collaboration and mutual support, not from competition and sabotage. So, when they spot this red flag, they don't engage in the power struggle. They simply distance themselves, protecting their energy and ensuring they're surrounded by people who genuinely celebrate their success. They understand that true friends lift you up, not hold you back, and they refuse to waste their time on those who secretly wish for their downfall.